The David Harbour stuff is wild. It's not the main topic of the show tonight, but it was what I was just thinking about. Have you guys been following along with the David Harbour stories? Just starting the show off with a bang today. For those of you guys who don't know, Lily Allen, his ex-wife, put out an album about him and his infidelity and 3-year affair. And then Bobby Brown has filed a lawsuit about harassment. And it's resurfacing that ex-girlfriend of his unalived herself in his apartment. And it's really not looking great for this dude. Right when Stranger Things about to drop. Again, not the main topic of the show today, but the fuck. So, this is my favorite flavor of bubbly. Orange cream. Have you guys tried it? Yes or no in the chat? It is so good. It tastes, it says orange vanilla flavors with other natural flavors. It tastes like a creamsicle. It is so good. All right, so we can talk about the David Harbour stuff if you guys want to. I saw Bugonia this weekend, which, I think I spelled it wrong. Isn't it have an I in it? Bugone. Yeah, it has an I in it. Did I spell it wrong in just the title, or did I spell it wrong in the thumb also? Let's look. How'd I spell it in the thumb? No, I spelled it right in the thumb, just for some reason, not in the title. All right, let me change the title. Will I be able to figure out how to do this while I'm live? Yeah, view your channel. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Your videos. Let's see if it's there. Alrighty, folks. Let's see. Okay, live. Yes, we are. Edit. Yes, we will. Bugonia. Add that I. Save it. It won't let me. Bugone. Why won't you let me save the changes? Oh, because I gotta say it's not made for kids. No, it is not. None of my content is. There we go, y'all. We really did it. Look at us go. Okay, so I saw Bugonia. I saw it on Saturday night. I think it came out on Friday. This is a Yorgos movie. I love Yorgos. We can talk about it. Also want to talk about some Halloween stuff, what I did on Friday for Halloween, what you guys did on Friday for Halloween. I went to a party. I dressed up. I also saw some celebs that did that. I didn't see them in person. I'm saying like you guys did. Like that Julia Fox costume. Got to get your guys' thoughts on that. Or the Heidi Klum costume. Every year, my dudes. So that's just some of the stuff we'll talk about on tonight. Plus, I binged Chad Powers. On Sundays, we talk a lot of TV. So I binged Chad Powers. I'm watching this Philadelphia mob docuseries that's on Netflix. I'm curious if any of you guys have seen that. I finished Only Murders in the Building. I watched the finale of Love is Blind, or the reunion. Has-Been Hotel has come out now. There's been more Welcome to Derry. I finished Nobody Wants Us and The Diplomat. I finally finished Black Rabbit. I'm caught up on Tulsa King. I finished Slow Horses. So, things to talk about if you guys so choose. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Super chat in. This is an entirely fan-funded show. That's the reason we're able to continue doing this. We're only able to be here as long as you guys allow it. I put a pimple patch on just now, and I feel like it's fallen off. Now I need you to stick on. Stick on you like a stick-on glue. Stick on who? Stick on you. I had that third date, if you guys were curious about that. So whatever it is you want to talk about, Streamlabs in, Super Chat in, yeah, la la la, sha sha sha. Happy Halloween weekend. It's now officially November. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? I feel like our entire society is built around holidays. It's like when October hits, we're all like, okay, what's up for Halloween? When November hits, everybody's like, in this country, all right, so like Thanksgiving plans, vibes. December hits, it's like, okay, we got Christmas. All of February is like the month, or January is like, okay, it's the new year. What are the resolutions? February, the month of love, Valentine's stuff. March, party hard. Still kind of not good weather in a lot of places. St. Patrick's Day, that kind of thing. April, doesn't have as much of an identity. Spring almost. April showers. April Fools. May, usually like school's out for summer kind of vibes. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars stuff. But April, May, not as much. June. Just feel like June, July, August, we got summer vibes. July 4th, Thanksgiving, barbecue, and then September back to school vibes. And I know that sounds crazy because I'm an adult back organizing things around school, but that's kind of how I think of things. So anyway, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? And what would you guys like to talk about? Send in the Streamlabs, send in that support. Who has seen Bugonia? Bugonia is the new Yorgos Lanthimos movie with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, and it is as you would expect from a Yorgos movie, very weird. I love the little section of films that he is making. Like I don't mean to say that like I'm belittling it. I mean I love the types of movie he makes. When I'm going to see a Yorgos, I kind of don't picture there's ever going to be a day where I don't like a Yorgos movie because I just love the swings he takes and I love what he does. He's one of my favorite working directors right now. And so much so that you guys know I haven't been seeing a lot of movies. And especially if I'm not going to a screening, I wasn't able to go to the screening of this when I was working. If I'm not seeing a screening of something, I tend to wait until things are out at home because I just don't have enough nights. And it's expensive, as you guys know. So anyway, but this weekend I was like, I have to go see Yorgos' movie. And it's been a while since it's been like that with me with a director. And I got my friend Ash to go with me to go see the Yorgos movie because I was like, I need to go see this new Yorgos movie. And just like all of his other movies, I love his movies. This one is a little bit more, I don't want to say problematic, but I'm worried about this movie in the wrong hands, which I can't talk about much without giving spoilers. But this movie does something where I'm like, oh, it's an interesting thought, but I wonder if the wrong people are going to get the wrong messaging from this. But I'll give you guys a little bit more of my breakdown of that in a little bit. Oh, I'm having internet issues again? It doesn't even say that this time. The fuck? The fuck? Can you guys hear me? That is so weird because usually the internet symbol goes up. What has been happening recently with my internet? What is wrong with it? I'm not stuttering, Jake. My internet might be messing up. Breaking up bad. Okay, so is it my audio? Oh, you can hear. See, this is how I never understand. Like James says, breaking up bad. Steve says, we hear you. Leonard says, audio's fine, but video's choppy. Like breaking up bad, James. Relax, Brody. Hopefully it finds itself. The last show, for those of you guys who were here the last show, tell me if this is right. It found itself at some point. Hopefully it will. I'm getting text from the rejects right now. What did Andrew just said? I found John. What does that mean? Oh, he sent me a picture of John. I love the rejects. Reject Nation, gang, gang, baby. I have to tell you guys also, there's a new draft of Christian script for his pilot. You guys know he's doing his pilot. which fingers crossed I'm supposed to be in. And the new draft was so fucking good. I talked to him today on the phone about it. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, this new draft is really fucking good. Really, really good. No, it's choppy, but I know it's issues you can only fix so much. It's more wonky than last show. Really? It's hella choppy, but we hear you. The fuck? Okay, let's think out what I could do about this. Let's brainstorm together. What could one do? Let's see. Well, what I could do is I could just put up a slate and talk behind it if that's helpful. If it's so choppy it's distracting, is it more helpful if I just do it like this, like a podcast? And then is my audio better? Let me know if that helps anything. Or I could try to leave and come back in. I could go downstairs and blow on my internet and then try to turn it back on. I could, let's see, what else could I do? Did you get, no, that didn't help. Okay. Let's see. No, that didn't help. Now that I'm back, is this helpful at all? Audio is still bad. So some of you are saying audio is bad. Some of you are saying audio isn't bad. Let me pull it up on my phone and watch it and see what it's like. Yeah, I could reboot my modem again, Nick, but I did do that yesterday. So who's to say if that would help? Let's see what this is like. I'm going to mute you for a sec. I just watched it. It's weird. It's definitely not great. All right, so let's take a vote. Do you guys want me to go reboot my internet and try to come back in 7 minutes and see if it helps? Do you want me to push through? Everybody vote in the chat. Do you want me to try to leave and come back or do a full reboot? See if it helps at all. Let a girl know. Let's see. Oh my God. We have so much to talk about. Brandy, how was your wedding? Susie, showing up for a show when I have bad internet, but love you, girly. I say reboot, see if that helps, and come back. Okay. Well, that's one vote from Nick. Sean says reboot. Charlie says do a poll, but I don't know how to do that when I'm on StreamYard. I'm okay with waiting a couple minutes to see if internet reboot works, says Leonard. Mohammed says reboot. Scotty said I'm good for whatever. Scotty, so sweet. Okay, we're getting a lot of reboots. Yeah, I am using Chrome right now. I'm always using Chrome. Let's try a full reboot. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to go downstairs. And then I'm going to come back when it's ready. You guys, in the meantime, and I swear I will come back, even if it takes come hell or high water, I will come back. In the meantime, let's pimp the stream out. Stay in here. Chat with each other. Talk about Bugonia. Talk about Halloween weekend. Talk about Julia Fox. Talk about your favorite shows of the week. Send in Streamlabs. Send in super chats. Ask me questions. Ask about the third date. Like, seriously, pimp the stream out. Because if I come back and y'all left me after I go through what it takes to make this internet great again, then I'm going to be pissed. So I won't be pissed, but I'll be sad. So everybody relax, Brodies. I'll do what I can. Fingers crossed. Entertain each other. Send things in. So when I come back, I'm coming back and I'm hit with that support. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Boom, boom, bang, boom, bop. Boom, boom, bop, bop. Bang, bang. Oh, this pimple patch is peeling up. What the fuck? All right, here we go one more time. Okay, putting up this BRB homie G. No audio. That was my fault. That was a mic issue. Is this better? Can you see me better? Can you hear me better? How'd it go? How'd it go? Here we go. How'd it go? Let's just see. Let's talk normal for a second. Hey, friends. What's up, rock stars? Cheers to Sunday, fun day, baby. I'm hammered. Just kidding. That's over. Duh. We have too much work to do to be drinking that much. But I have been enjoying several beverages recently. I'm loving that for me. Better. Yay. Love that. Love that. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I am glad that this was one of those times. Okay. Did you guys follow the assignment? Did you guys keep each other engaged? Did we get Streamlabs and super chats and support? I see a super chat. Robert Presser. Hope you had a great Halloween weekend. I definitely need to watch Bugonia. I love how Welcome to Derry is connecting King's other stuff like Dick Halloran from The Shining, a prison bus from Shawshank, etc. So I haven't seen The Shining in so many years that I don't remember it at all. And I didn't know the Dick Halloran thing until I saw the comments. But then Andrew and Tara had seen it after that. And then they told me, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah. And I like the Shawshank thing too, which obviously I recognized immediately, which is fun. I only learned that was Stephen King like 2 years ago, that Shawshank was his book, which I didn't know growing up. And I love Shawshank. Oh, yay. I'm so glad the internet is better. Hell yeah. What else happened? Did we provide Streamlabs? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. You guys will be my first Streamlabsers of November. It's a whole new month. A dazzling month I never knew. And November. Did you see Bugonia? I wonder why Bugonia Forever. Did you love it? See, I changed the title of the show, but why didn't it change it? But I did on YouTube. Why didn't it change? Sometimes it just doesn't be doing that. And it's super annoying. Well, I changed it. Let's hope it goes through at some point. We also have another Streamlabs coming through, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Of course, it's coming from RQMDSMD. I don't know how we would survive this show without him. Hi, Roxy. Just sending some support. Julia Fox's Jackie O costume was, in my opinion, just wrong. Her explanation didn't make a difference. All right, let's talk about this. So I was hesitant to even put it in the thumbnail because sometimes I just feel like we treat people like they're not real people and their tragedies didn't really exist. And it just becomes scandalous. But I put it in the thumbnail and kind of covered up a little bit. So I'll just pull up this picture here in the thumb. You guys can see that Julia Fox was Jackie O, but she was Jackie O covered in blood. Jackie O post JFK assassination covered in her husband's blood. We were talking about this in the Discord. When I saw this, when you guys sent this to me, I was like, ew, why would you do that? You know, I'm not saying it's the same category, but it's like when one of those, I don't remember whether it was Harry or William, but one of the princes dressed as a Nazi for Halloween. And it's just like, that's not the same as going as like Michael Myers, a fake villain. This is like real history, you know? And we see it sometimes where people just miss the mark. It's very odd. But then some people seem to change their mind based on her explanation, which didn't really alter my opinion because I kind of thought that's what she was going for. And to me, I just was like, I think this is weird. Julia Fox, this was her explanation of why she dressed up as Jackie Kennedy after the JFK assassination. Quote, when her husband was assassinated, she refused to change out of her bloodstained clothes, saying, I want them to see what they've done. Her decision not to change clothes even after being encouraged to, was an act of extraordinary bravery. It was performance, protest, and mourning all at once. It's about trauma, power, and how femininity itself is a form of resistance. I think that's true. Now, does it lend itself to you making it a Halloween costume? I do not think that you making it a Halloween costume shows bravery, protest, or mourning, power, or femininity. I just think it's, and I like Julia Fox. I tend to like her. I think it's super odd. Like, and more than odd, I just can't imagine. I can't imagine that happening to my loved one and then somebody making it into a Halloween costume. Like, obviously, we've seen millions of people go as Jackie O. She's an iconic person throughout history, but the bloodstained costume was just kind of freaks me out that there are people that's where their mind goes. Like, of all the things you could be, that's what you wanted to be. It just feels like you're on purpose doing too much. Because nobody's talking about the conversation that you're claiming that they're talking about. Nobody's talking about this being a form of protest. Everyone's talking about it being insensitive. So I don't understand that. Frankly, it's not as bad as Prince, whichever the prince is dressed as a Nazi. And I've seen many, many people for Halloween dressed as Nazis. That's, to me, is like deplorable, insane. What's wrong with you? But it's just so many cool things you could be. And she had to work so hard on being this. I wish that somebody was in these celebrities' corners sometimes being like, maybe don't do this. Maybe no. Like, be anything else. Seems like a lot of you guys agree. Some of you disagree. Totally fair. Totally fine. I think one thing we can all agree on is that Heidi Klum goes all out. But I have some thoughts on this too. Like, I know that it's very, very cool what she does every year. You guys can see her in the top left. Her as Medusa this year. I love watching all the videos. I love watching the process. I love watching the artistry. Art is so fun. It's so interesting to watch them make this. But I can't help it. I'm sorry. Maybe this is, and I'm not saying I would never spend money on a Halloween costume, because I would, absolutely. My Halloween costume this year cost me $30, and that's relevant to the amount of money that I make. So if I one day start making millions of dollars, might there be a time in which I drop $1,000 on a costume to be custom made? Yeah. Yeah. But I kind of feel like her costumes must be $40,000. Like, and I'm just having such a hard time this day, even though she looks fucking amazing and it's so cool and she's giving people work and it's wild. It's just so difficult to watch all these things transpire at the same time as SNAP benefits being taken away. Because it's just people, children and people are just literally starving. I have kind of a weird take on that one as well, too. I was watching Steph Sabra's show. She goes live before me. I was actually ready to go live at 6 today, but she was still live. So then I waited, and then I got into working on something else. And that's why then I didn't go up until 8, because she was live. But Steph on her show, and this is why I love Steph. Steph is such a beautiful, positive person. She was like, it's so beautiful how even though fucking SNAP benefits are being taken away, there's so many people who are showing up for people and helping at the food banks, and food banks that are giving extra food and making sure that people literally don't starve to death. And this is like maybe the most fucked up thing I've ever said in my life, but it's a little frustrating that people are doing that, myself included, as I am going to volunteer and with finances and time. But I get concerned because our government takes the wrong message from everything. And if we, the people, help each other out and make it so that families don't starve, because food should be a right, and if we, in fact, supply the food banks and supply people with food, I know for a fact, and so do you guys, the government stance is going to be, see, We saved all this money and nobody even needed those SNAP benefits. Nobody starved. Everybody was fine. It's like it shouldn't be the problem of the people to continuously have to join together to fix democracy's holes. And when we do that and things don't fall apart, the government's just able to be like, see, it wasn't necessary. And it's like, what are you fucking talking about? It shouldn't be on us to have to now go provide more food because children don't have food because you guys can't get your shit together. So this has nothing to do with Heidi Klum. Absolutely love her costumes. I just have a hard time celebrating expensive things when things like this happen. And that's across the board. Like, I still think it's important to make art and things that make people smile. And Heidi Klum's costumes are so sick. And she is, again, employing people. And it's awesome what she does. It's so cool. But it's so weird when you're sliding on Instagram and it's like one thing is somebody spending tens of thousands of dollars on a costume. And the next thing is like 1 in every 5 children is about to fucking starve because of their lack of SNAP benefits. And it's like, how are our brains supposed to process all of this? How are we supposed to? How? Like, how can we not? How are we supposed to every time pick up the slack for the government? And it's like, ugh. So that, but it's better that we do that than people starve. So, like, what is the alternative? The alternative is that we actually get a government in place that cares about the people and prioritizes universal health care and food and housing. I mean, there's some basic things that people need to live. There's not that many things people need to live. It's food and water. It's protection from the elements, so a roof over your head. It's healthcare. That is it. That's kind of it. So it's crazy when we can't agree on the fact that people should have that no matter, especially when those people are under the age of 18. The fuck? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Super chat in. What are your questions, comments, concerns, thoughts of the day? And then we will talk more entertainment. Thank you to those of you guys who stuck around during Internet Gate. Just quickly checking in with you. How is Internet Gate? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Is it going all right? Is it aight? And could you hear me at the top of the show, or do I need to repeat the fact that I love the orange cream flavor? Brandy, how was your wedding? Why haven't I seen any pictures? What can you tell us? Internet's working and it's great now and you can hear me very well. Iconic. And I love iconic shit. It's really nice. So happy. Election week, y'all. Just stating that to remind everybody. It was great. Amazing, Brandy. Can you give us any more details than that or no? How was the dress? How was the party? Did you do vows? What can you tell us? Apollo XZ2N in the super chat. Never really been a big fan of Julia Fox, especially after her disrespectful interview for the movie Him with her constantly interrupting the cast. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Apollo. I didn't watch that interview. And I didn't hear her do that. So, but when you say never, Him came out really recently. So what made you not a fan of her before that? Curious. My Facebook profile pic was changed. We did our own vows. And how did the vows go? How did it go? Oh my God. Sam, is that Apollo? No way. It's been too long. It's been way too long for that to be Apollo. You think it's possible? Wait, Scotty says you didn't read my first super chat. I only have 2 super chats. One's from Robert and one is from Apollo. Is this the one? Scotty, are you Robert? And I didn't know? You are. My bad. My bad. Scotty doesn't know that Robert Presser is in his van every Sunday. I wore a Tobey Maguire 2 costume. My daughter was Spider-Gwen and my wife was Spider-Man fan. Oh my God, what did she wear as a Spider-Man fan? That's funny. After trick-or-treating, we watched Charlie Brown Halloween special and Jeepers Creepers 2. That was a perfect Halloween. I will say, as you guys know, I've been really enjoying dating recently and I'm having kind of like the time of my life, which has been very fun. But when I think about one day being in a relationship and having possible kids and whatnot, I really look forward to Halloween. I really look forward to exactly what you just said, like dressing up as a fam, going out and trick-or-treating, and then like cuddling up on the couch. It's like kind of like reliving your glory days of a trick-or-treater, but then getting to be with your loved ones. And that just sounds so fun. It just sounds so fun. Did we find out if it was Apollo? Did we or did we not? Roxy, check Messenger. Well, I'm a little busy right now, Brandy, but it was your wedding, so I shall do that right now. As I got my new phone, I have to keep signing into everything, which I haven't fully. Okay, Brandy, let's see. Oh my God. So stunning. You already sent me pictures of your dress, but it looks so good on. Oh my God, your nails are sick. Brandy, can I hold up a picture of you two? The first one that you sent, or the first one that you sent, in your veil. You look incredible. Incredible. I love that he wore a hat. Let's see what she says. She says, yes. Yes, I can hold up the picture. Confirm. Yes, you can hold up the picture. Because I wouldn't want to. Oh my God. You guys kissing. Your nails are insane, girl. Those look so good. I love the square shape on you. She said, yes. Yes, I can hold up the picture. You just keep saying yes, and I don't know if you're at the right part of the video. Tell me. Yes, you can hold up the photo. Are you guys excited and ready to see Brandy's dress and like just really cute photo? Yes, hold it up. Okay. Can you guys see? Sorry, I don't want to make it blurry. It is a little blurry, but you get the gist of it. Look how gorgeous. There we go. Stunning photo, babe. You look so happy and so beautiful. I love your hair too. Everybody congratulate Brandy, who used to think that she was not going to find love. And boy, oh boy, did she ever. Jake says that's great. Steve says on. Jonathan says congratulations. We look so good together. Congrats. Beautiful. I can't believe we're here. I know. Congrats. Yeah, hell yeah. And I'm gonna show another one. Well, first of all, I'm gonna show her nails, which is more for the girlies, but like, come on, with that dress, how sick are these nails? And then look how freaking cute. Sorry, showing a photo of you guys making out. Let's get it on. You look incredible, babe. So beyond happy for you. Oh, beyond happy for you. It's awesome to find your person. Love that. Love it. Simply love it. You deserve it, babe. Truly beautiful human you are and have been from day one. And my Boston girl. You guys know what's so funny is that Brandy has met my family. Isn't that amazing? She came to Always Lola in Boston. Like, how cool. Next level. She says, I have, LOL. Yeah, it would have been a weird lie of me to tell. I love that Brandy was there. That was so cool. And Brandy's from the same area as my dad's girlfriend, too. Jet commented on my wedding pic, LOL. So cute. So cute. Are you changing your last name? Let us know. You don't have to let us know if you don't want to, but man, I feel like it's just like a love fest show today, which is awesome. Let's talk about, okay, what do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Halloween weekend, what I did to celebrate this weekend? Do you want to talk about Bugonia? Or do you want to talk about television? Halloween, Bugonia, television. Halloween, Bugonia, television. Halloween, Bugonia, television. Halloween, Bugonia, television. Grammy really hates my nails, but I think that they're sick. How cool are these? They're like green gold. Grammy hated them. And send in Streamlabs and Super Chats for specific questions if you got them. Okay, let's see. Hyphenated. Okay, cool. Cool, Brandy. Which way? And is he hyphenating too? If you do a New York screening or event, I'll show up. I've seen Perry at a premiere. Oh, that would be awesome, Sam. I haven't been to New York. It's so crazy. I used to go to New York. So when I was younger, living in LA, I was dating somebody in New York, long distance. So I would go there every other month. And then after that, I started working a lot in New York. I was doing a lot at Sirius XM and all different stuff. Showtime has hired me for a bunch of stuff there. And just I constantly was getting work in New York. And so I was going there at least 4 times a year. And then I went in 2019 for the Aquaman junket for work for Screen Junkies. And I have not been to New York City since. 6 years, as long as I've ever gone in my life. I've been to New York State because my family lives there and I had a wedding to go to, but I haven't been to New York City in that long, which is crazy. It's really wild. But I would love to. Give me a reason to. If I book something there, oh, they're in a heartbeat. Okay, you guys like kind of aren't answering what you want me to go with. So I guess I could just be a big girl and make decisions myself. But I don't love doing that. So instead, I'm going to go to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. New guy. Let's go, Ash. Saved by the Ash. My sister got engaged this weekend. Oh, in full Indian style. That's awesome. What's an Indian engagement look like? It was fun having friends from the other states come in for the ceremony. But to spill tea, ooh, I'm so excited, Ash. What are you about to say? To spill tea, my mom does not like the guy and loves my roomie, aka his fiance. So there was this subtle shading / comparing all weekend. Ash, we need to know more. Does the guy know that your mom doesn't like him? And does she have good reason for not liking him? And what kind of comparing? And what was the, like, Ash, I'm sorry. You have to give us so much more than that. That was such a tease. And I'm so glad you told us, but now I need a 5-paragraph essay. Like, honestly, what happened? Do you like him? You had to have known, Ash, you've known me for a very long time at this point. I am not Darina. You had to know I have 100 follow-up questions. Like, quite literally. And by the way, that was me sending love to Darina, not shade. But just sometimes, like, you can tell Darina something and she can just let it be what you tell her. I'm the most curious person on planet Earth. If you tell me something, I'm asking 45 follow-up questions about that thing. And that thing could be, what did you have for lunch? And you just dropped a bomb on us. What? Like me sitting here refreshing. Hello, Ash. What happened? Oh my God, Brandy, did 2 people drink so much that they puked and one was your brother-in-law? What is happening with the in-laws right now? I had one girlfriend. I was in her wedding and she got so fucked up at her own wedding, she was vomiting all night. That's aggressive. Like, I love her and she's so much fun and she's still married to him. It's almost 10 years later and they have an amazing marriage, so who cares? But maybe don't get so fucked up at your wedding that you're puking all night. The saddest situation I've ever heard of was Greg Alba at his wedding got food poisoning because not food poisoning. He's either allergic to Impossible Burgers or he's allergic to Beyond Burgers. And whichever one they said that they were having, they had the other one. And he had to go to the hospital for the entire duration of his wedding. Did you guys know that? How fucked up is that? Crazy wedding story. That's like brutal. Reviewed by Nick in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Schreier. Hey, Roxy, love your costume. I saw Bugonia. And if I had legs, what's if I had legs? I'd kick you both. Oh, if I had legs, I'd kick you. What is that? Both were good. Hope your date after that weird double feature date went well. No, the double feature was the most recent date. So I did tell you guys about that. Okay. We have another date planned for later this week. He's been a great texter in the meantime. And he sent me the sweetest message today. He's really sweet. I really dig the way that he is like intentional. And yeah, the double feature though really fucked me up. Watching Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, that fucked me up. Ugh. He mentioned in a live stream or something before about the burger. Yeah, that's fucked. How someone allergic to Impossible or Beyond Meat burger. It's one of the ingredients that's in it. He was like deathly allergic to it. Had to rush to the hospital during his own wedding. I was like, I would have sued. I'm not somebody to ever sue anybody, but they lied to you about the kind of meat that they were bringing. That's like a crazy lawsuit that they should have had on their hands. You can't just fucking do that. Because he had told them in advance, I'm allergic to this thing. And they just didn't pay attention to that. Nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is a great movie, but oh my God, dark. I don't get stressed by the bear or Uncut Gems, but trust me, this movie is an existential crisis. Is it cringe? Or no? I love cringe. But Bear and Uncut Gems aren't really cringe, so maybe it's not. Who's in it? Anybody I know? So let's talk about Bugonia. Spoiler free, I saw Bugonia. I thought it was awesome. I saw it with my friend Ash. We saw it at Century City Mall. It's a nice theater. It was jam-packed. It was on a Saturday night at 7:30. There was not an empty seat in the theater. It was so great audience and captivated audience. And it's one of those movies where you're like, what is going to happen next? And is this? And you're theorizing things. Jesse Plemons did an amazing job too. Obviously, I think that Emma Stone is so fucking fantastic. She's been getting a lot of Oscar buzz, which makes sense, especially after her last year. I think Jesse hasn't been getting enough Oscar buzz. I think that he really knocked it out of the park. And I also thought that the other guy in this for supporting, he was so good too. I love the way Yorgos's movies are shot. And you just don't know what's reality and what's not. And I think that this movie is definitely worth checking out. But like I mentioned at the top, I'm kind of worried that in the wrong hands, people get the wrong message from this, which once more people see it, so maybe in a week or two, I can tell you guys what I mean. But sometimes audiences are smart and sometimes audiences are dumb. And if this is a dumb audience, then they might believe that what they're doing in this is okay, which it is clearly not. So for those of you guys who've seen it, maybe that makes a little bit more sense and it's not spoilers for people who have not. Yeah, the ending was wild, child. He's kind of a little bit of, I don't want to call him like M. Night, but like every one of his movies has something off about it. It's not as much as a twist as like, that's what's going on here? That's crazy. And I love that. He's a one-of-a-kind director. It's really, yeah. Really, really good. And my friend Ash really liked it too. It was one of those movies where afterwards too, I was like, let me drive you home because I want to keep talking about it. Like I just wanted to keep talking about the movie. Seems like a few of you guys saw it. I wonder how it's doing. Also thought it was, I don't know what the budget was, but I'm sure they were able to save a lot of money because it was very few locations, which is cool, and very few cast members, which is cool, at least for the majority of it. Spidey, do not ruin the ending for people. Do not. Don't you do it. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Super Chat in is officially November. Your support is appreciated. It is a fan-funded show. It is how we continue. Ash, I cannot believe that you have not updated us on what the fuck. You gave us a little bit and then you gave us nothing. Nothing. You were like, let me spell the T. Nothing. Crazy dog. This weekend I was Jennifer's Body. You guys had asked me for a hint. I said it was a movie that I covered for Royal Rejects. I covered Jennifer's Body with Greg a while ago. And then I dressed as her as the cheerleader. Plus I added some blood to my face, vamp style. I really liked this costume. I liked how it turned out. I would say for the last 6 months, I've been hitting the gym very hard. I know that's an annoying sentence, like, oh, I've been hitting the gym hard, but I've been really, really regimented because you guys know I was going through some health issues. And so I've been doing Pilates a few times a week at home, floor Pilates using an app. And then Grammy has a gym. So then going to her gym a few times a week, and making sure that I'm doing 2 days of cardio at least a week, a couple days of lifting, and a couple days of Pilates. And so I've been, for the first time in my life, like really diversifying my workouts and trying to make sure that I'm taking care of my body. At the same time, I've really gotten I'm getting my diet more under control because you guys know I was getting really sick from some things for a while and things seem to be kind of leveling out for me. So all this to say that I really wanted to look very good in this because I've never worn something for Halloween that shows my whole stomach. And Grammy was like, this is your least risque outfit in a while, because she says that my Pamela Anderson one, because of how booby it was much more risque. But to me, this was the most intimidating one because it was my like whole body. And I don't usually wear stuff like that. Although I did recently for the Sarah Jessica Parker look. And actually, if you look at not that you should be staring at women's bodies as closely, but if you look at those two photos to compare, one of them is August and one of them's October. Was it August or September? And you can see kind of a difference. Yeah, it was on August 31st versus now. You can see a difference in my body based on my workouts. I've been really, really trying. I also have an action movie coming out right now, and I've been trying to kind of change up my look. As you guys know, I'm going darker with my hair, and I'm going to continue to go a little darker with my hair. And when you have an action movie coming out, a lot of the stuff that you're going to be looked at for is more action stuff. So I've been wanting to get in more fighting shape, and just get like a little bit more ripped and stronger. So, in a dream ideal world, I could get a trainer, but those are too expensive. And right now, I'm paying $0 I use the app, Melissa Woods Health. It's my cousin's. So I log into it for me, it's for free. And then Grammy and in her community, there's like a little gym, which again, to me is for free. So I've been very, very lucky in that sense that I'm able to kind of, and you guys know, I bought my bike on QVC for $230 during the pandemic. So all of those things at this point to me are for free. So I'm able to really, really prioritize my fitness. And I would love to have a trainer telling me kind of what to do, but my dad is really good at things. And I've been saving a lot of stuff on Instagram. Like half my workouts will come from an Instagram. I'll save it and then I'll try it in the gym. And I'm really excited about it. Like today I went to the gym, and I've kind of changed my mindset about it. I'm like, and I think one of the ways I've been able to do this is because I'm around elderly people all day. I've been around people in their 90s every day for years. And watching them not be able to move their body reminds me what a fucking blessing it is that I can go for a walk, that I can try to lift weights, that I can try to do an elliptical, that I can try to bend my body in a certain way. And it makes me feel so fucking privileged to be able-bodied and be young and be well enough to do that kind of thing. So, yeah, I just have kind of like retrained my brain about it. And I felt really proud of myself, and I really liked the way that I looked and felt in the Jennifer's Body outfit. And so that was really cool. I was nervous about it going into it because I was just getting my like last little like intimidation and shakes out. But then on the day of, I was like, no, I'm really fucking proud of myself. I'm working really, really hard on this and training and like kicking my own butt. And, like a lot of my friends, they have people that they do this stuff with, like Jess Lucero and her fiance, they go to the gym together, and it's like really nice gym, and there's trainers there, and they like, do that together. Steph and Harry is was a professional, played basketball and is is a legit trainer and trains Steph. And she also was a D1 athlete, and just a lot of the people in my life have coaches or whatever. And like, it's very hard when you're just yourself to get up and motivate yourself to really try to kick butt. But I think it will just be good for my career and for my mind to be doing this. So, yeah, I felt really good about it, and I'm excited about it, and I want to get stronger and more, and feel just really strong. That's one of my words that I keep thinking of, like mentally and physically. I just want to be strong. And I'm not saying that means I want to get yoked and look like Ronda Rousey, which would be fucking sick too. But it's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, for me, I just want to be in mind, body, and soul strong and tough and ready. And it's been months of me working at this. And yeah, I feel like just even the difference you can see and I can feel from August till now is cool. And it motivates me more to keep going. So I know it's fucking annoying to hear people talk about their fitness journey sometimes, but maybe that's helpful to any of you guys, where it's been cool. And I think there are ways to do it for relatively inexpensive, like especially on Instagram, when I save workouts that I bought for myself at my home, small 8-pound, 10-pound weights. And you can do a lot with them. You can do a lot of stuff. And yeah, just been enjoying it. So anyway, it was Jennifer's Body, and I went to my friend's housewarming party. It was really lovely. It was like 20 people there. And we sat and we chilled, and I was home by 12:30, and it was a really nice night. I FaceTimed with my niece too. It was her first time trick-or-treating. And that was the whole shebang. I went to dinner beforehand with my friend Ash. And yeah, it was a really nice, relaxed Halloween. It was not like, usually I go to a big fucking party, but this year it was more simple, and I got to, it wasn't super loud. I got to have real conversations with people I really like, a lot of girlfriends of mine, some guy friends of mine. So that was lovely. Yeah, it was a lovely night and a lovely Halloween. Like I said, I wish I could have been with my niece. I look forward to the day that I have my own family to spend that with. But for now, it was pretty cool. And that was Halloween. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. We've been here for, I want to say we've been here for an hour, but I will say for like 5 to 10 minutes of that, I was fixing the internet. So I'll be here for a little longer. Shout out to Eric with the CK, RQMDSMD, a new guy, but also a new guy. What the fuck? Reviewed by Nick, and to Apollo. Are you the real Apollo? Apollo, please stand up. And Robert Presser for being our Streamlabsers and super chatter of the day so far. Really appreciate you guys being in there. I loved Chad Powers. I finished season 1. I can't wait until season 2. Really, really excited for that. I just loved that show. Thought that that Black Rabbit ended very upsettingly. I was not expecting that, and it was kind of a bummer the way it ended. Although the show was good, but that was a bummer. Welcome to Derry. I will say I am significantly further along than you guys are, but I think it gets better and better. And episode 3 is the one that really hooked me. So be on the lookout for that. Oh, okay. And most importantly, Ash just said he sent more things. Okay, Ash, hold on. Let's see. I'm not sure what order they sent, but read in order from $1 to $4. Okay. No, they sent in the right order. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Buckle up, buttercups. Okay, Ash. So I think he's fine. They met in college and secretly dated for a couple years before she told our family. But my mom had suspicions, so she started out on a very sour note. But then also, mom doesn't like that he's not Indian, so that's not great. Pausing on that for a second, Ash, were they secretly dating for a couple of years and not telling people because he's not Indian and she knew that that was going to be a problem? Ash then said, an Indian engagement here was a 12-hour lunch/dinner party. Wow, that's a long time for her to be throwing shade. For the main ring ceremony and stuff, I set up a Zoom for our family from India and Australia. Food was incredible, and our house was partly decorated from Diwali, and we added a bunch more. Like what? What kind of decorations? Then Ash says, back to the tea, she would give directions for what to happens next in English, and then in Hindi make a remark about how she didn't have to explain stuff to Ray. Majority of it, though, comes from her having this core belief that he's manipulative or not right. Manipulative, why though? Like, has anything happened? Or like she'd ask for Ray to help with something that should have been done by his brother. Should ask for Ray to help with something that should have been done by his brother. Wait, who is that? Because it's faster and easier for someone who knows the cultural stuff. But it went smoothly for how generally. Is that your sister's name is Ray? Or is that your fiance's name? I actually don't know. Let's see if you're answering this in the chat right now. Knows cultural stuff, but it went smoothly for how generally against the pairing my mom is. Nothing overt. Oh, it's so tough. But you just think he's fine. So it seems like there's a vibe about him that you're not liking either. And I know it's not because he's not Indian for you. So what is it? Is it hard to put your finger on? Curious. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer, super chat in. We're not here for that much longer, so send in that support. Thank you for giving us some answers to things, Ash. Took you fucking long enough. Just kidding, my dude. You rock. You are the best. Thanks for giving us that tea. Between you and Brandy today, you guys are the show. And love that for us. Brandy because she got married. You because of the tea. And that's the tea, sis. Okay. Yeah, Ash, what the fuck? Jafiel. Anything else you guys really wanted me to talk about before I get out of here tonight? Let me know in the Streamlabs super chat. This week I've got a lot going on, so let me tell you guys. Monday, I am going into Real Rejects, shooting a ton of stuff tomorrow. I know that we're doing Black Phone 2, but I'm covering a lot of stuff tomorrow, so be on the lookout. Tuesday, I'm going to do Christian Harloff's show in the daytime. And then I am lucky enough that I'm going to see Pluribus, which is the new Vince Gilligan show. I'm walking the carpet for that, for the premiere of that, which is Apple TV, which you guys know is my jam. And so I will be posting about that. I'll do a review on my socials, maybe something on for Real Rejects. I bought an outfit this weekend for it that I'm so excited about. It is business casual or something casual. So I really wanted to look good for this. So I will show you guys, and hopefully it's awesome. And I hope Pluribus is great. And then Wednesday, I am filming for Real Rejects all day. And then I'm filming until like 7:30, so I'm going to be doing a late stream here probably 8:30, unless I'm able to do probably Wednesday super late. And then Thursday or maybe on Wednesday. What time am I starting filming on Wednesday? I think it's too early for me to film here before. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. So probably 8:30 here, I'm guessing. And then Thursday, I am going to doctor's appointments in the day, and then I'm going to a talk with these guys that I grew up with, who are throwing this event. It's like a industry talk, but I believe it has something to do with Dan Harmon. Let's see. Hold on. It's friends of mine from childhood that I'm going to support. What is the event exactly? Let me see. Where is it? I think it's maybe an email. I never know where people send me things. Okay. The future of science where fiction becomes reality. We invite you to an unforgettable evening exploring how imagination, technology, and biology are converging to shape our future. So I'm very interested in whatever that is. That's Thursday night. And then Friday, DJ Wooldridge's show, and then writing with Steph. And then I'll be back here on Sunday. Those are the things. Roxy, ending up in Apple TV is inevitable. Sam, from your mouth to the Apple TV God's ears. I love Apple. I'm genuinely just such a diehard fan of theirs, and they've been making just my favorite stuff. So, okay, Ash in the Streamlabs. What do you got, Ash? Ray is my fiance. Her name used her name to save characters. I think the reason is partly because she knew my mom wouldn't like that he's not Indian, but also just generally it feels awkward with how we were raised, with dating not being really a thing. And she's the girl of the family, so parents are more protective of her by default. I think the reason I'm just like, I'm just fine about him is he's got this like air/vibe of, I don't know, arrogance, superiority, but like he hasn't done anything specific, just vibes. Interesting. He might grow on you over time. I know it's been years, but once he feels more comfortable in the family. In-laws are difficult though. It's difficult because you didn't pick them. So it's non-chosen family, which I know a lot of family isn't chosen, but like some is, like the person you marry. So damn. Also, I have like 15 bug bites on my legs and they really itch. Just letting you guys know. And I have this pimple sprouting just in time for me to have all these premieres and things. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Better be gone by the time of Pluribus. It won't be gone. No, don't say that, Rox. It might be. I have to go cook myself dinner somehow. Figure out what the hell I'm going to eat. I spent too much money on lunch for Graham today, so I need to, instead of ordering something, just figure out shit in the kitchen. But sometimes those are the best dinners where you're just like, what do I have left? And you throw things together. So I will do something like that. All right, my friends. Without anything else, let me just refresh and see. Thank you, Ash, for explaining all of that and sending in those Streamlabs. Appreciate you. Thank you to Reviewed by Nick and RQMDSMD and Eric with the CK, and to Apollo, if that's really you, and Robert. You guys rock. Thanks for Streamlabs. Thanks for Super Chats. Those are some of the things from Halloween weekend. Stay safe, stay sane, put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those buffoons. Don't try with the Holocaust. Justice for all of the people who have lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. For everyone on the rainbow, we love you. We stand with the women of Iran, some of the bravest women we've ever seen. Golden sparkles for the Zen himself, Glenn Caesar. Oh, Ash says he sent one more. Let's see what's going on. Refresh, 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 refresh. The lady reading over my shoulder might bite me if I use roommate anymore. That's so funny. Also, you mentioning your friend Ashton's stories like 4 times kept drawing my attention away from typing. So not all my fault. Oh no, this is my friend Ashley, who I did the Tomorrow Show with. We were together at AfterBuzz. One of my besties. Special shout out to Susie because she's the most OG. You guys, Susie for life. But all you guys, awesome. Thank you for being here. Much love, and I will see you throughout the week on all the various platforms. Wish me luck. It's a lot, and I'm loving it, and I'm lucky to live it. So that's, yeah, I'm feeling, before I go, I will just say this. I have found a really nice moment of, and by moment, I mean the last few weeks, and hopefully moving forward, it's not always like this, but I'm feeling extremely, extremely lucky to be here. Lucky to have a family that loves me. Lucky to have you guys who support me. Lucky to have really good and kind people that I work with. Lucky to be able to pursue my dreams in the industry and be with DJ Wooldridge and Christian Harloff and Greg Alba and all of the rejects, and here on this channel. Lucky to have a movie coming out this month where I'm with Kate fucking Beckinsale. Yeah, I'm just feeling really, really, really fucking lucky. And that's not to say that there aren't struggles right now, because as you guys know, I'm currently losing a job and financially and whatever, but I am trying really not to focus on the things that I can't control that are going wrong, and focusing on optimizing the things I can control and acknowledging how truly blessed I am for so many of the things that I have. And it's making my days better to acknowledge that. And yeah, I know people have gratitude journals for a reason, but you guys kind of are my gratitude journal. This is how I hold myself accountable for things. I talk out loud to you guys about it. So thanks for being here, and thanks for being part of making me feel so lucky to be here. All right. On that note, have the best week, and I will see you around all week long. Later, rock stars.